Hello everyone and welcome to Whimsy Wednesday. It is definitely chilly here in New York. Yesterday was cold, 18 degrees on the drive in. Today was a little bit better, but not by much, especially considering we were just in the 70s a couple days ago. So, I had this one little plan. Sat down with the hats and the other thing I'm going to show you, and then I just did the dumbest thing on the planet. I didn't like how the feathers looked on this one hat and just started, reshaping. And here I'm going to do a little more reshaping. So I got to go through and take some new pictures of this little one. It's a little less fuzzy, little tamer. Not right now. Carl, love, back please. Okay, so I did a little reshaping. I hope it's okay. All right, so this cute little hat. Now this one's been in the shop for a wee bit. So as a couple of them have been in the shop for a wee bit. So I wanted to show them to you. There was no plan of like retrimming until I literally sat down and went snippy snip. So I'm realizing this one's too tall for me to be like on camera. This is more 1870s, but I love the height of this little hat, and it's so cute tipped forward. So I'm going to take some new photos, and that is in the shop. It's actually on sale. All right, I decided to do a little sale, maybe entice you all a little bit. And there's this cutie. I love this little hat, okay? So this one's really, it looks petite, and it is a petite hat, but it's not a small size. It's actually too big for my wee little head. And my head is, oh, I should have brought my tape measure over. I always forget my own head measurement. How ridiculous is that? I usually wear like a 20, 19 and a half, 20. You can get up to a 21, but this one's just is too big for my head. So it would totally fit an average size head to even a larger head, I think, comfortably. And then if you had your hair nice and high in the back. So I love this little one because it's lined in the velvet. So cute, and it has this really great little dip in the crown. Love this little guy. So that is in the shop, also on sale. And then my blue birthday hat came back because it's actually too small for the girl that fell in love with it. So this one is 19 inches around. So this is going to be your smaller size, okay? Smaller or even a child's head. All right. And this is kind of neat because these decorations do go on the sides. The ties would go in the back under the hair. My hair just happens to be down. But to show you, this hat actually fits my head. So yeah, I do have a smaller head. This fits high on the head. It's the sailor's hat design. There we go. That's a little better. That's tilted a little more forward. It really is a cute concept. And the original had a straw anchor. I had no idea how to do a straw anchor. Let's be real. So it has some of my own handmade leaves on here made out of straw. All right, so that one is in the shop. I think that can sit there. And then from the past weekend, come here. We have that really pretty peach and green. My hair's totally now in my face. All right. And this one is a 21.5 inch. A little big on my head. There's space here. So it's gonna fit an average to slightly larger head comfortably. But that'll give you an idea. I did make that a little long. You can see this. So keep that in mind if it might bother you. You can slightly reposition that, that's fine. But this has these really great organza, vintage organza flowers, and the two colors of silk ribbon. I love how those came together. So that is also in the shop. For sale, but not on sale. All right. So, what else? All right. So here's the main thing I was going to talk about, my little craftiness of the last weekend. It became quite obvious over the winter that I officially give up on plants. I've killed every plant in the apartment. I killed every plant that was in my classroom and brought home during lockdown. They all died during the summer. The last of my plants are gone. And I am exiling all of the pots. They're all going to Mom's, every single one of them except one. So this one little pot gets to stay. It's now covered in little bits of feather. All right, so this little pot, actually I'm gonna do this. Here we go. This was painted, I believe, by my sister-in-law because it was a Christmas present. And I kind of stuffed it with some batting and then made it its own little plants. So I sewed some plants out of wool. All right, this really did fit in there, like just before I showed it to you. How did I have it? Oh no! It's because I have too much wool now. Let's do this. There we go. It'll fit in like that. All right. So I made it its own little plants. The little sign is the one that came with it. And oh, feather. Its new aloe and little jade are made from my cabbage patch. So inside are 2 brown wool circles stuffed with some polyfill. And then the 2 aloe stalks, you can see those there, are long triangles. Sewn along the long sides, turned right side out. Let me tell you, melton wool is difficult to turn right side out. I was aiming for something a little pointier, didn't quite get there. Filled them up, sewed them onto the little base, and then my attempt at a jade is actually a scrap piece of millinery wire turned over at the top, and I alternated little rectangles of wool and the petals. And the petals are different little pieces that I had in the cabbage patch. And I just kind of cut them petally, you know, long petally. Little squared off ends that wrapped around the wire. I would stitch those on, and then I'd cover it with the ends with the next rectangle. It worked its way down. And the wire end, I don't know if you can see at all, it does go all the way through the circle base, and then I turned it over underneath. It seems pretty secure. And then for the little aloe sign, and it does say Merry Christmas on the back, and the date, that I just used my awl, put the holes through, and stuck that down through both layers. So it goes through the top and the bottom. So that's what I did. I hope she's okay with me doing that. I killed the plants. The aloes died. It keeled over and just didn't do it. Yeah. And then my yucca died, and that was after the jade died. So I now have a fabric plant. If those of you out there who are also not green thumbs want to sew yourself a plant, I can happily write up directions of what I did. Let me know. I'm doing a lot of ums. I'm sorry. I'm realizing, I thought I had plenty to talk about. I thought this was going to take me a long time, and I'm not. I'm sorry. See? Clara's eating her dinner. So yes, it's cold. I'm waiting for spring. It's only Tuesday technically, even though you're getting this on Wednesday. It's already been a long week. I'll fill you in on the rest of that, depending on how well tomorrow goes. Tomorrow's already a heavy day. So, yeah, I think that might be it for today. Check out the hats. I will try to get another hat done this week. I don't know if I'm going to pull off a hat by this weekend. I do have a funeral on Saturday, so I won't be able to do them quite as I normally would with a Saturday morning post, midday post. So I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. All right, that's all. Everyone enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.